welcome back to my Let's Play of the Ottoman Empire in Europe and of Stars 4. So, going to be the last thing I record today, and well, Hungary, no. So, let's see. Bosnia might drop out eventually, and really I just want to let Europe cool off. Now, I doubt they'll be too pissed about me taking something from a Sunni nation, but if they are, I could be in substantial trouble. Though Castile would be the only one I think would join. Hungary I think is too far. Now, these guys over here, they'll probably wait for an opportunity to pounce on me, but they're not going to really be, I don't think they're going to be eager enough to, because they're fighting each other anyway. Oh yay, ducats. Where's my money going? Apparently I was losing money for a moment there for some reason. Now trade efficiency isn't bad. But what's better is likely the damn extra merchants, because really, I think I would want to steer all the trade I can to Constantinople. I mean, I steer from here, but I only transfer 2 ducats. Why? I don't know. Probably because Aleppo is going directly to Constantinople. This here is going to Aleppo. This here is going to Basra, and this here is going to Zanzibar. Why? I don't appreciate that. And I don't really have a hold up. Why are we... Where are my merchants? I don't bloody know where they are. Aleppo. So Aleppo and Alexandria are the places. Now I can make more of trade, and that is what I really need right now, because trade is actually pretty important. Glory. Yes. Now time for the war against the Tunisians. So I'm just going to take it for nearest province. Fuck off. Not in the mood for that. Oh boy, a big battle right off the bat against other Muslims? Yeah, that isn't going to end well for them. This should pretty much... Well, they're doing better losses to me in some cases, which is slightly alarming. Where are you retreating to? Jufra. Well, I'm going to pursue the Tunisian army down to Fezzan. And what else is it? So he is no morale. He will get a morale tick, but so will I, because the army wasn't perfectly up to it. So that, yeah, that was much better. Much better. But yeah, the Tunisian military is going to be a little bit of an annoyance. Now I could begin going further down administrative ideas, but now is not the time. Since I have a claim on all of that, I'm going to take as much as I damn physically can in this one war. Which includes that fort, it seems. Up there he goes. Pause. So, ruler I'm getting are not the greatest, I'll be honest, but this one's average, he'll do. Someone who does, is better than someone who doesn't. I'll say that damn much. Now, personally, I'm only going to keep this and I'm not going to bother taking all of this for a simple reason. This is worth nothing, pretty much, all of the inner land. Secondly, it's just... really, it actually shortens the front quite substantially. Forts don't have to be quite as strategic, though it does mean I can't use as efficient tactics in terms of burning their manpower via attrition. So I'm going to take on their army, I have superior numbers, and I should deal better losses, which seem to be the case, mainly. So, that's going all fine and dandy. What else is there to consider? Well, I should probably bring my my navy down here, actually. I should have done this a little while ago. So I'm going to take this province. Their capital is only... it's just a level 1, it's not worth anything. So this is just going to wipe a few troops here and there. Is this going to fall? Not quite. When that falls, they'll have to siege it back to get passage through here, which is a very good thing. Now this will leave a few desert nations, really, who are not going to be a big threat at all. Now, they're smaller than me again, which should prove a nice substantial thing. So, that fort is down. Let's see if I can catch you. I can't. So... Now, Seuss is not a big fort at all. It isn't even a fort, I think. But I do want to go there, and I'm going to deal with that 5,000 troops. Should be a squish. It is. Lovely. Now, all the lands I am going to take, I am going to put under my control for the fact that it will decrease the war score cost. And it might enable me to take all of that. Now, I can take their capital right now for a 98 war score deal. The main thing is my money is a little less. I'm not sure, but anyway. Now, the war up there had been pretty much... yeah, you can go up to there. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I should probably blockade that. Now, things that I might want to consider is attacking this soon enough, occupying the rest of their land to ruin them, really. So I am a big nation. If someone wants to take me down, they do have to occupy a sheer amount of land, but the thing is, my capital is actually quite close to the border. Really, I'd feel secure having it like in here, unless they can land coastally, and I only have to blockade 2 naval ports unless they're coming from out here, and they'd have to go through a lot of land. And I'm gonna attack with double the numbers into mountains, well, highlands actually. Now I do have a general, but I want to attack with double the numbers, hopefully reduce my own losses and increase theirs due to flanking and such. And I think it's working. They did have double the losses, but now I'm going to take a massive attrition tick, which is not nice, I'll be honest. Still not quite out. But yeah, they've been battered heavily overall there. Once I've begun occupying these, they should no longer want to fight. Nope, they still want to fight. Okay, they can suffer then. So that changes that. Hassa has left. I didn't check, did I? Okay, that was a mistake. A big mistake. And Tunis is actually pretty developed. Well, the capital province. This is... oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to be losing a lot of ducats for a brief amount of time. But yeah, I've got a fort there now. I might remove this one here. The next war against them will take all of that. And I'll take a ruse from Tlemekan after that. What else is there really to consider? I may as well take this. Improve trade efficiency. So trade company. Ivory, tea, China West slaves, spices, fur, wine and tropical wood. Now they see it's pointless. I've just crushed another nation. With no real issues and, well, yeah. Now this isn't really worthwhile. Tlemekan does think they can do something. Hint, they can't. Now, more manufactories could do quite well for me. Now these here could be worth a little bit. There's a fair bit of stuff in Anatolia, really. Now these are not done yet, so they're not bringing in more money just yet. Kahira is a worthwhile province to invest in. That was Alexandria and Rashid. And in all honesty, I should really build marketplaces in some of these places as well. I made a mistake there, I guess. More trade power in Constantinople. Lovely. So, yeah, I should build more buildings, I think. Speed 5, I guess. So these will be done this October, which is alright. I have never had the Janissaries modifier attempt to fire. It just hasn't. If I acquired it now, this modifier could only fire in the last 50 missions of the game. I mean, that shows just how safe I've been. For how safe I'd be. As long as it doesn't fire early, you can do pretty well. And it looks like Bukhara is still doing moderately well for itself. It's proving an issue to the Golden Horde, and it might begin to block Russia, or at least hurt them. Like, I bet you Russia would beat them down easily, but I think Bukhara would at least dent their manpower. Now, let's see, what is the overall thing. So these are not going to really leave the coalition ever. Tiberius, yeah, I've pissed off Castile just enough that they could enter if they wanted. But I've got 15 years now before I can do that again. So all of that is cord, which makes it perfectly fine. 20 years, 5.5 years. Yeah, I'm just fine. Can't advance quite as rapidly as I was once before, but that will change eventually, I think. And I will definitely be taking trade ideas, then quantity ideas. Or maybe defensive. Quantity or defensive are both very good options. And I can see slightly, so Portugal got the Caribbean. Okay. Now Songhai is doing alright down here. Messina is nope. Yeah, but yeah, the fetishists, or as they used to be called, animists, have all but failed. And Portugal's been beaten up by Jolof in Africa. Nice. So yeah, I should probably give my economy some time to recover, because I lost a lot of my money, really. I'm losing profitability. With each, like, fort I acquire, it goes down. After the final war with Tunis, I'm probably going to delete the fort here. Really, I could delete a lot of my forts. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Clergy are all annoyed. They're going to be back up soon enough, though, so I can save 5 admin. I'm not really one to save things unless it's pretty easy. It's at 39.5. How much does it go up per month? A 0.1%, so 0.1. That means I can wait a little. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to deal with that. No real disasters. Now, there's no point in converting anything. So next month, they'll be just fine. Oman is put on its brave pants. I only had to wait for that, so it was easy. Anyway, let's see. Oman would stand to regain a lot. Tabaristan is... Suddenly, it is basically Persia. In all honesty, I could crush them over here, but I'm just going to leave it be. Eventually I'll make my push and take most of Persia, probably. Or at least fix all these awful borders. I'd prefer to, like, have a more clean border. Anyway, let's see. So I'm making money again, and I'm making quite a lot while I'm at it. From trade, production and taxation, all are good. Advisors. Someone's died. Not really useful, but I sort of do need them. Combat width, and up fort level 4. That is +4, so that means I have a bit of an issue. And the infantry fire is improving. So I have I have 6, so defensive ideas might push it over to 7. Though the Ottomans do start, I believe, with a certain thing or two. No, it was discipline. Yeah, I think the base is just 5. or rather 0.5. Anyway, let's get this tech and then we'll end the episode here. Theologian died, that's alright. So I'm hitting 7 across the board. The next ruler is below average by 1 point. I can live with that. I haven't got the money, thank you. 7 points across the board, I think it's a bit higher than the average European. Because normally a nation will make 6 across the board. So, we have that. We're stronger. So, that puts me sort of on par with Europe, really. And who the frick? Slamakan is going for another province. Oh, you want that, do you? Okay. Well, we're going to have a small little event here, it seems. What province is this? Rhodos. Let me guess. Yep, that is definitely Rhodes. I am not going to let that slide. Literally not going to let that slide. That is highly unacceptable. Now, get there in time. I do not want to accidentally have that slide option trigger. That is the better option, really, since 6,000 is like none. Realise it's useless, do you? So let's get you back to North Africa and then the episode shall end there. Either way, I'd like to thank you for watching, and well, I'll be seeing you next time where, quite hopefully, we'll be able to finish off our little mission in Tunis, as well as quite possibly dealing with Serbia. And Bosnia, actually, for the matter as well. Now, I'm trying to think of what else there could be, but I cannot think of anything else, so either way, that'll have to be it. And Theodora, I do not know how you're doing this, but congratulations, keep going the way you are. Either way, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.